Keep your camera with you at all times. When in doubt, take the picture. If you're stuck, turn around 180 and shoot what's behind you.
Welcome to the unfiltered section of our interview with Blake Andrews, which we want to thank again for being with us. And I would say that we can go ahead and start with the fun part. So let's start our series of quick fire questions. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 3 words to describe yourself.
Curious, old, absurd.
If photography and writing weren't your passion, which other passion would you pursue?
NBA.
Amazing.
Okay. If you look at your early photographs today, what do you feel? Nostalgia, embarrassment, or pride?
Nostalgia? If I have to pick one,
What's the craziest feedback you've ever gotten?
people call my photos mindfucks. They have.
Okay, I mean, that's accurate.
If someone offered you $1 million, would you ever drop analog for digital?
No.
Oh, amazing. Okay. What's the photography cliche that you really can't stand?
AI? Is that a cliche?
Yeah, of course.
That works.
I mean,
That works. Absolutely. What's your favorite camera?
Leica.
okay. A technical mistake that you love making because it gives personality to your shots.
Misprocessed film. Impossible to plan.
Impossible to plan.
Yeah.
That's fair. The most overrated place you've shot?
New York is overrated, but I still like to shoot there. New York is
Valid.
overrated, but it lives up to its overrating.
Okay, that's fair. Have you ever used photography as your personal therapy? If so, how and why? If you can share that.
It's all therapy. I mean, yeah, every day I take a picture is therapy. It's all about figuring out myself, trying to, every picture tells me something about how I see the world.
If your photography was a song, what genre would it be?
What genre? Prog rock?
Ooh, I love prog rock,
Okay.
actually. Amazing.
Wasn't
With
expecting that.
just songs that sort of go all over the place and have
Oh, yeah.
a completely different structure.
Okay. Is there one photography book that you have worn out by reading so much?
These are hard questions. I don't think there's none that I have worn out. I have a few books that are very used and dog-eared, but not necessarily because I wore them out. Let me say Burke Uzzle Landscapes. That's that's worn out. I've looked through it a bunch. I got it used. It's basically falling apart. Another one, Chris Rauschenberg Photographs. That's also worn out.
Yeah.
Can you rank these 3 aspects in order of importance? Light, composition, and subject.
Composition, light, subject.
Okay. Who is your role model in photography and in life?
And in life. Lee Friedlander Photography and life? Yikes. Pope Francis.
RIP, but I would say that.
I'm nothing like Pope Francis, but he's a good role model.
I guess, if we can say that.
Okay, that's valid.
And can you tell me instead 3, want to know more about this, 3 photographic icons who have inspired you that are truly icons, and 3 icons, let's say, in contemporary photography that have inspired you?
These are hard to think of on the spot. Well, Friedlander, Winogrand, Henry Wessel. That's
Okay.
the 3. And then what were the 3?
Masters.
And then 3 contemporary.
Yeah, 3 contemporary photographers who inspired you.
Sage Sawyer, Mark Steinmetz, Dirty Harry.
Would you say there's a kind of fetishism around analog photography?
I think a lot of young people are doing it. I can't figure out why, but there's definitely a movement now away from digital and towards analog, which I think is a fetish. Yeah, I think it's people that have grown up digital their whole lives, and so I think they're looking for something a little different. And so
Yeah.
I come from a different point of view, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like young people now are kind of like sick of the period they're living in.
Yeah.
So everything that it's contemporary, it's getting rejected from clothing, from analog, from black and white, if you can say that.
That's what young people do. That's what I did when I was a kid. That's what
Rejecting.
they want to do something new, and they should do something new. But film may not be something new.
Fair. Have you ever experienced a creative block, and how did you go out of it?
The best way through, well, at least photographically, the best way through blocks is to keep shooting. When in doubt, shoot more pictures. And so I've never experienced a photographic block. I experience writer's block sometimes. Sometimes I'll sit down and it's very hard to write. And usually the best way through that is just the same with photography. Start writing and then it sort of gets a little momentum of its own. But photographically, whenever I have any pause, the best way forward is just to shoot, keep shooting. And then the photographs lead you. I mean, the more, I don't even know what I'm thinking or how I approach photography until they see the picture. The picture always comes first.
Yeah.
So I shoot the exposure, I look at the picture, and then everything falls out of that.
Top 3 tips you would give to someone who's looking to improve in photography?
Keep your camera with you at all times. When in doubt, take the picture. If you're stuck, turn around 180 and shoot what's behind you.
I love this one.
That's pretty interesting. If you could take a photo right now, what would it be?
My computer screen.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, you mean
And
at this moment? That's what's in front. That's what I would take because that's what I'm seeing.
yeah. And if you could photograph any historical era, any historical characters with no logical limits, who would you take a picture of?
Any historical? This is a tough question. Maybe Lewis and Clark? I think it would be fun to have a camera on that trip, just to go explore the West and back in the 1800s and a completely different world than exists now. And every day they were seeing new things and completely different surroundings. That's 2 people. Sorry, pick either Lewis or Clark.
Okay.
This is a little bit more of provocative questions. Why do you still photograph today?
See, when someone asks me, why am I taking their picture? That's what I ask myself. There's no good answer to that. I mean, maybe it's just habit. I've done it so long that it feels just part of my life. It's the unknowing, the idea that like whenever I take a picture, I'm sort of plunging forward into the unknown and hopefully that exposure can be a brand new thing and turn me onto something that I haven't yet seen. And so just sort of those 2 things together, the circumstances, the regulation, and also just the drive forward into something new.
One very philosophical question, but with a brief answer. Which world do you like more? The real world or the world you create in your photography?
I like the real world, to live in anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live inside my photographs. The world is beautiful. I like sunny days. I like being outside. I like to walk around. I like the world. I like the earth. I'm happy we live on this planet. The world I create in my photographs is something completely different. It's entertainment. It's visual fun, but it's not the world that I want to live in.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your heartfelt answer. I really like that. I was a bit touched.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's nice. Vic, we will move to the last and fun game, which is what we call Icon Clash. So we will start off with Helen Levitt or Gary Winogrand?
Winogrand.
Winogrand or Harry Wessel?
Winogrand. That's a tough one.
I know. Get ready for the next one.
Okay.
Gary Winogrand or Solater?
Winogrand.
Winogrand or Alex Webb?
Winogrand.
Winogrand or Joel Meyerowitz?
Winogrand. Sorry, I'm going to have boring answers.
Winogrand or Lee Friedlander?
Friedlander.
Friedlander or Eggleston?
Friedlander.
Okay. Friedlander or Robert Frank?
Friedlander.
Friedlander or Mitch Epstein?
Friedlander. These are all good people, though. But I like Friedlander.
More. Last one, Friedlander or Mary Ellen Mark?
Friedlander.
I guess we have a winner for this section.
I mean,
and it's
sorry.
Friedlander.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on the same people.
We were at risk of another Winogrand situation.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Was there
Okay.
someone that had Winogrand, so every answer?
Yeah, don't hesitate.
Okay, well,
he's the biggest
he's
Winogrand
Gary
fan.
Winogrand. I mean, what can you say?
Yeah,
There's
Nothing.
absolutely. Okay, if you'd like, we have a bonus round of this game with directors. Would you like to play?
Okay, but I don't know movies as well as I do photographers. So, okay, I'll try it. I may not know everyone, but we'll see.
Okay,
Let's see.
just based on vibes. Federico Fellini or David Fincher?
Fellini.
Okay, Fellini or Alfred Hitchcock?
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock or Ingmar Bergman?
Hitchcock.
Okay, Hitchcock or Alfonso Cuarón?
Hitchcock.
Okay, Hitchcock or Francois Truffaut?
Hitchcock.
Okay, Hitchcock or Jim Jarmusch?
Jarmusch.
Okay, Jim Jarmusch or Akira Kurosawa?
Jarmusch.
Okay, Jim Jarmusch or Robert Eggers?
Robert Eggers.
Okay, we have a winner for the section that would have been my winner as well. So yeah, I'm very, very glad about
Yeah.
your pick. And thank you for being with us.
Okay.
Blake, again, once again, thank you for being with us. We hope you had fun, at least with this part.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah.
It went well, no?
Yeah. Thanks for all the questions and the games. And yeah, it was really good to meet you guys. And I'm looking forward to the book. I'm really curious to see how it turns out.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Very
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Yep.